Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Very
afternoon.
happy to be here with you and participating at this important Jerusalem Post conference.
You needed a break from the UN, right? You needed some quiet. You
Definitely.
needed some support in the audience.
I hope. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not like that at the UNGA.
No.
No.
I'm very lonely there,
Okay. That's why we're here, man.
but I don't care.
Okay. So
I know who I represent. I mean, the most moral country in the world and the most military in the world. So-
definitely 100%. So, Ambassador Erdan, connecting to what Tamar, said about the announcement of the hostages who were recognized as killed. Where were you on October 7th? Were you in Israel or were you here in New York?
I was here. I think that everyone here remembers where they were on October 7th.
Yes, we do.
We just returned from Simchat Torah dinner, and I was brushing my teeth, and suddenly I saw all the red alert notifications that appeared on my cell phone, and I thought to myself, why? I was surprised because I did not remember that I read any intelligence that could lead to such an attack. And I texted my parents who live in Ashkelon to see whether it's for real, because I thought maybe someone hacked Israel's red alert system. Once I understood,
And we'll just explain for those in the audience, since you live in Israel in a certain area in Ashkelon.
yeah,
So your phone is automatically programmed to have a siren when
yeah,
there's.
I believe everyone here knows it.
Okay.
No, and once I realized it was a real, it was a real attack. So I started to follow the reports, and the first report about a ground infiltration, I thought to myself, oh my God, it might be a diversion, or the missile attack. So I stayed awake all night and I followed the developments. And unfortunately, until the morning, I was exposed, like everyone else, to the extent of the.
So you were many ministers, but you were also minister of national security, which now there's someone else in that job. We won't mention his name, but so you understand police, you understand national security.
Yeah.
What are you thinking to yourself? Oh, this was a scenario that was discussed. I don't know.
No, I tried to talk with some people that are, serve in the police units. And once I saw that no one can even speak with me, again, I was exposed to the extent of the attack. So, I was a minister in the past, but right now an ambassador. So I thought, what should I do first thing in the morning, October 8th? So what I did is to demand a Security Council meeting, but that wasn't enough because I understood that this time it's going to be different. It's not going to be another operation like Guardian of the Walls or Protective Edge, etc. It's going to be a full-scale war. So how do I convey this message to the international community? So I convened a press conference, and I decided to compare October 7th to 9/11 because exactly as the international community united to go after ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and until they are fully eliminated, that's exactly what I did.
Which was a smart idea because, suddenly you hear people saying 10/7. Right? Which it took me a second to.
Yeah, I think that today, sadly, again, people are aware of the meaning of October 7th, almost like they're aware of 9/11. And I think it worked, and many people use this. I'm not taking the only credit for
there were a few others,
this comparison, but I came to this press conference also with footage. I realized that I need to shock them, so I had no other choice but to use the footage of the abduction of the Bibas family on October 7th, the kidnapping of Naama Levi, and I told them, remember, look at their faces, remember it, because I know that your memory when it comes to the suffering of the Israeli people is much shorter. So remember that exactly as you fought against ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and you swore to eliminate them, we will, this time, things are not going to be as they were, and we are going to continue fighting until full obliteration of Hamas capabilities.
Okay, so you are now a diplomat, but you are a member of the Likud party. You served as a minister from these party. And how do you see, the political sphere in Israel moving forward in this very
Is this
sensitive
now?
time?
You're,
It's off the record.
You're trying me now.
We're off the record. It's just the two of us here sitting, hanging out.
Well, I assume next year you'll be able to come here and speak and say whatever I think. Right now,
Unless you're the ambassador in the,
I'm still a diplomat.
Washington,
I'm still a diplomat. I can't analyze the political situation in Israel. But what I can tell you is that the most important thing for me is to maintain the sense of unity that we feel worldwide among Jewish communities since October 7th, because this is maybe the most important thing to be victorious in this war.
Okay, so
you see, I diverted.
I know. Yeah, politicians are politicians. Now, diplomats are diplomats.
Yeah.
So before we end, actually,
Already?
Oh, soon. Don't worry. You came from very far away. I know. Kidding. So you use a lot of props in your speeches. The last famous one was a paper shredder that what was it that you shredded?
The UN Charter.
The UN Charter, right?
Yeah. By the way, not that I recommend to buy this mini shredder.
So I have a picture right over here.
But you can look at your Amazon app. They're using my video from the UN as the commercial now. Seriously.
He is now promoting paper shredders.
Yeah.
I checked it for myself. It's definitely
but in
true.
Israel, I'm being criticized for using props. So yeah, your question?
No, I was just mentioning that, and like short of time, but like, do you feel that that's actually a way to get the medium across?
No, but seriously and honestly, I know that not everyone likes this tactic, okay, of using props. But I don't mean to convince the Israeli public. When I speak at the UN, I speak to a very hostile and biased organization comprised of almost one third of Muslim countries that automatically support Hamas. Sadly, vast majority of member states are non-democratic at all. So I speak to the world. I speak to the international press. I speak to people that many times are not aware of the fact they don't know much about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So I have to draw their attention, and I have to, in a way, force them to think about my messages. So when I donned, for example, the yellow star, I made
a lot of people were
not a lot of people.
Some people.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, but I think I convinced the Security Council, or I made them think about the fact
you created a discussion
that their silence, and they did not condemn Hamas after October 7th, is like the silence during the Holocaust. So it made them think about it. When I presented and held up the phone number of Sinwar, so it went viral, and immediately many people realized that the address to get a ceasefire is not Israel, is to pressure Hamas. And yeah.
100%. So our time is up, and they're about to pull us off the stage. So should we publish your phone number for everybody on the screen?
No.
No, okay. But his aides are here if you need him. So thank you very much for what you do, Ambassador Erdan. And hopefully you'll have easier battles to tackle in the future.
Well, I'm not sure that Israeli politics is easier than the UN, but I definitely intend to have a future and influence and have a positive impact on Israel's future when I return to Israel soon.
We hope. We need you. Come back.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Dejobnik signing off.